we're going to look back at when we were in school, flipping these pages with a picture and go, how do we even learn like that?
When you said that, I thought about the slate and the stylus.
Yeah.
Gone full circle to school,
I have a
right?
slate and a stylus.
Yeah. Do you remember using a fountain pen and dipping it in ink?
Well, I do.
Now you're just making things up. But anyways, just to close, I think importantly, all these things that I'm talking about, where stuff is going, whether we like it or not, because of a number of reasons. But I think it's important to keep in mind the one that's beneficial for all of us. And that is that, we now have this opportunity to put content out there without the gatekeepers. So really, if you want to publish a book, you don't need anybody to read your manuscript and approve it. There is tons of garbage out there. And that's really a challenge that I face and people in the industry like Bruce are going to face when we have an author come to us and they're a good author, and the challenge is, there's so much crap out there, how do I float above the rest? But that's a good challenge. A worse challenge, in my opinion, is, there's only these, sort of mysterious companies at the top that, they would never publish my manuscript. What do? I think people should tell their stories, whether they're Stephen King or an Anne McCaffrey or not, because everybody's going to find something in there that they may like. So I think that's the good news. What happens to bookstores and physical books, nobody knows, but I see it as sort of a niche LP sort of albums, at least in the next few years.
My hope with bookstores is it reverts back to the Snowden Books type of idea, where you have these little bookstores that are like specialty stores, and they're nice little cozy places, and not these massive, Eaton Center size.
Right, that only sell the sanitized sort of New York top seller list and stuff like that, which is okay, except what about I've always been concerned about banned books. And every time I read, here's a list of banned books, I'd be like, I'm going to go get every one of those right now, and I'm going to read them all. So, but if books are, but if books become just rarer and rarer and rarer, you may lose over the precipice some of those ones that are important. But the good thing is, we've converted them all to digital now. Yeah. And they're on there.
Somebody told me that the way the bookstores were going to go, instead of ordering a whole lot of books and having to stock them, that they would just have these espresso machines, and then if you order a book, they can print it while you're standing there and bind it. So do you think that's what's going to happen? Because I'm sure the cost of them ordering it through a distributor and having it shipped.
I don't know if I want to tell you my idea, because you might take it and then go make $1 million with it. But I don't see that. No, I've already thought in my mind what I would do.
Yeah.
If a big bookstore came to me and said how you talked about how they have to do some other complimentary things like sell coffee or whatever, the first thing I would say is put a barcode next to every one of your books.
Yes.
And people can walk in with their iPhone and go boop boop, and it downloads right into their iBooks right there.
Oh.
So it's. I mean, the espresso thing, it's kind of, they're kind of limited. They only get their books from right now, from Project Gutenberg. Like you can't get like the Steve Jobs biography on an espresso machine.
But the thing is that there are people who do like printed books.
Absolutely.
And an espresso, that would help.
At least you get that.
But it would eliminate the cost of having to ship.
And what's interesting is some people I used to work with went to the SciGraph convention in Vancouver, and the thing that they came out of it was they have these new 3D printers, and you can print like anything off of these printers. And so I mean, maybe it's maybe sort of some kind of hybrid between an espresso and futuristic printers. Will just, you want a book? Okay, there's your book, and it actually comes out.
3D printer.
Yes, 3D printer. You'll be able to, in the very near future, go up to a printer and go, I want an iPhone, and it'll go, there's your iPhone. It comes out of a print, I don't know, It's very futuristic, but it's just around the corner.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And so the espresso, I mean, I've seen them out. I like them. They're actually pretty affordable for what they do. If you look at traditional sort of industrial level printing machines, very expensive. Maintenance is very expensive. So these things are pretty amazing. And you know, maybe in 5 years they will just keep getting smaller, and a book will pop right out. Like,
Yeah.
so
And you'll be able to order up a husband if you want.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Custom, and then you get carried.
Wow.
I want one just like him.
Such a nice guy.
Oh,
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks.
Thanks, all 5 people and 4 people. Boy, you came late, man.
I forgot there's still
Talk to
talks
the
going
most
on. I
important
got
people.